On the 1st of June 2022, Philip Williams appeared at the Christchurch High Court and was sentenced to 9 years prison with no parole. There were 5 charges, one of attempted murder, one of kidnapping, 2 of assault, and 1 with impaired driving causing injury, all committed on his female partner. But what interested me the most was that there were 3 laws that the government have been tinkering with lately that all seem to converge and intersect during this guy's crime spree. Let's have a look at it. Talofalava, malolele, whakalofalahiatu, bula, kia orana, and welcome. Thanks for joining me with Pacifically Correct today. I must admit that when I read that article about Mr. Williams yesterday, it burdened me. I couldn't understand how a man could treat his so-called, loved partner in such a brutal, violent, and cruel way. And then I started to have a look at how this could come about, and I noticed 3 laws that were in play. So let me just address this first of all. The law that he was sentenced under, which is the 3 strikes law, which allowed him to get the 9 years with no probation, is the 3 strikes law that the government is actually trying to get rid of. And I think that it's important for us to have this law because there are people like Williams who has no respect for life, no respect for the Justice Department, and they're just going to go and kill people. So we need time out from those people, and they need to have maximum time in prison. Secondly, when he was arrested and taken back to the police station, he had in his system methamphetamine and cannabis. And have you noticed that this cannabis law is coming back again and the government want to legalize, the recreational use of cannabis and other drugs? Which is an absolutely stupid idea because all you're doing is inviting hundreds of thousands of people to an all-night drug party that never ends. And we as a nation don't have the capacity and the infrastructure to deal with all of the consequences and the offending that will come from that. Finally, the 3rd law they were tinkering around just before the first lockdown was the Abortion Act, the most vicious abortion act in the world. New Zealand has that. But the narrative, the talk, the way that they discussed the unborn child, they said that the womb, the child in the womb was not a human being. It was like just a sack of cells. And that's how they justified, being able to kill human beings. But we know different. We know that the moment there's a heartbeat, that's a sign of life. And so unfortunately, our poor victim lost her 12-week-old unborn child. Besides that, she came away with a broken neck, a fractured spine, broken leg, broken ribs, fractured shoulder, internal injuries, and massive bruising. But the one that she's going to struggle with the most, emotionally and mentally, is the loss of her child. And she mentioned that. So team, I think it's important that our government realizes that they're there to introduce laws that keep us safe, that protect us. And if they're not going to do that, then they should get out and let leaders come in who will look after us. Because they need to respect life. They need to respect the hardworking Kiwis that are just trying to do life. And I think it's important that we need to remind our government that that's what we expect from them. That they need to love us as much as we love them. Because loving one another is specifically correct. Thank you for your time. Whaftai lava, lo fatu, to pasu.